Hey everyone, it's Linda Kvist from Find Your Swedish Ancestors podcast. In this video, I'm going to show you a free online resource, a database with graves. So, head to grav.genealogy.se. This database is hosted by the Swedish Genealogy Association, or Sveriges Släktforskarförbund as we say in Swedish. As you can see, this page is all in Swedish and there is no English version. If you use a web browser Google Chrome, you can use a translation and get it translated to English. It's not all perfect, but I think enough for you to be able to understand most of the information. A small warning though, it translates some things that you don't want it to as well, like place names. I will show you some example of what I mean later on. In the bottom of the page, you will see what's been added the last 24 hours. Records are being added all the time by volunteers that are out taking pictures at cemeteries and uploading them to the database. So, you can start a search right away by filling out a name and press enter or this button that says search. That is a nice option if you have no idea where an ancestor lived, but you might get a lot of matches. Now, if you know where in Sweden they lived, you can start with choosing the county, and this is where the translation messes up a bit. So if I right click here, I could choose translate to English, and then when I look under county, I will find Blekinge, Dalarna, Gotland, and that's correct, but then I will find Michigan. Here I will find Texas and Tennessee and Bay State, and that is places that are not in Sweden. So I go back here and I choose show original, and then I can see that it's all correct Swedish names again. But now we will start to pick Skåneland, and here we will choose Helsingborg, and the cemetery we are going to choose the one called Kropp. And if you want to, we could press enter now and we will get a list of all the records that are in Kropp. So I press enter and the computer is working, and we will find we have 379 matches. We could also do a search on name. So I'm going to type in, you can see Valdemar. And I pressed enter, and I get one match down here. And if I try to translate it, now I did the translate, and as you can see, the cemetery got translated to body cemetery, and that is because kropp means body in English. So that's a bit confusing as well. But here we got the first name, Valdemar, C. Wilhelm. We got the surname, Verlin Olsson. No date of birth. We have a death date and the parish. And if we press the little magnifier glass here, we will get to the information that's been added. And here we see it's only got the death date, December 7 in 1876. There is no map of this particular cemetery, so there is a description where the grave is. It says southern path, the right of the gravel path. So it's to the right of the gravel path. And there is a note that the stone was renovated at the inventory in 2003. And the photo date is a bit messed up because of the translation. But the photo date is January 15 in 2012 for the second photo. We get some information about the stone, what type it is, the size, the material, and the condition. And it says it's newly renovated and the cross on the top was missing. And we got the inscription. It says Valdemar C. Wilhelm Verlin Olsson died December 7, 1876, 9 years old, and then there is a reference to the Bible. And on this stone we have two pictures. And the first one was taken in 2003 when the inventory was done. And then we have another taken in 2012. So there's less than a decade between those two pictures, and it's interesting to see what happens to a stone in less than a decade. And down here we have the contact information to the parish if you would like to mail them or if you would like to send them an email, and there is no information about the parish on this particular one. So if we go back to the list, and we try a new search, and then we have to make it all over again, and Helsingborg, and we have Kropp, and I'm going to search a surname Frisk, and we get 2 matches, and we're going to pick the magnifying glass for the one that says Otto. So here we got the birth and the death year. And we also see that he translated his surname from Frisk to Fresh, as with his wife that is also buried in the same place. Alma Frisk is now Alma Fresh in English. And it says collection stones. What does that mean? Well, in this cemetery, the graves has been removed and returned, and the stones have been moved. And at some cemeteries, the removed stones are put in a special area like here, and at other places they are removed and sent away. And actually, I'd been looking for this couple, but only thanks to this person who did the inventory in 2003, I was able to find the stone. So let's go back to the list again. And we try a new search. And you could also do a search on a birthday. And what you need to notice is the format. First we have the year, then the month, and last the date. I'll just pick a random date. I tried this one before. I do search, and now it's searching the whole database for people that were born on July 26 in 1849. And here they are, 12. So if you do search and you don't find what you're looking for, keep coming back. As you can see of the day, when I'm recording this, there are 289,269 stones and 634,252 people in this database. If we look at this tab, we will see a map of Sweden, and we can look at this Blekinge, for example. Here you will see the status, how the inventory is progressing. So let's go back here to the search. And let's press new search. And we're going into advanced search. This is the link to the advanced search. And if we translate it, you will see what it means. And here you could search, for example, for the appearance of the stone. And it could be a metal cross, for example, and you can search. do a search on that and look at it like that. Could look at Sök international gravsten. And here if we translate, there are international gravestones as well. So we can see here we got some in the US, and let's look at Minnesota and just try search and see what we come up with, and we have 592 records in Minnesota in this database as well. I hope you will check out this database, and as I said, if you don't find what you're looking for today, come back, because records are being added every day. Until next time, take care, over and out.